Noswaith dda. Si daki heno? Dwi nes I siarad efo tîm Round Around yn Porth Eithwi a Llangefni. Ges I amser gwych. Yesterday, the First Minister of Wales, Mark Drakeford, confirmed that the further relaxation of lockdown restrictions in Wales is being delayed. And I know that for many businesses across the island, especially businesses in the hospitality sector, that this news will be hugely disappointing. There have been calls for the UK government's financial support schemes to be extended as a result of the delay to the easing of restrictions. However, I'd like to reassure businesses and self-employed people that most of the UK's government's economic support schemes do not end until September. The unprecedented economic shock of COVID-19 has been met by the government's unprecedented economic response, and I'd like to take this opportunity to highlight the scale of financial support that's been provided over the last 15 months to households and businesses throughout the United Kingdom. £352 billion. I'll say that again. £352 billion has been provided in terms of financial support for households and businesses across the UK. The UK government has protected jobs with 11.5 million unique jobs supported by the furlough scheme, which will be in place until the end of September. The Self-Employment Income Support Scheme supported nearly 3 million self-employed people, has been extended until the end of September, taking the total expected support offered through the scheme to nearly £3 billion. And here on Anglesey, 3,100 jobs have been protected and 3,700 self-employed people have been supported through these schemes. Businesses throughout the UK have been supported too, with tax cuts, deferrals, loan schemes and cash grants worth over £100 billion. The government's restart grants worth up to £18,000 from April have helped Britain's businesses to get going at a cost of £5 billion. And the 5% reduced rate of VAT has been extended for a further 6 months. The loan guarantee schemes, including the Bounce Back Loan Scheme, have provided loans to 1.5 million companies, including almost 1,400 companies here on our island. The immense economic impact that's been inflicted by COVID-19 has been met by the UK with immense financial support, and this support appears to be working. Thanks to decisions that have been made by the UK government, recent data from the ONS, the Office of National Statistics, shows that the UK unemployment rate is amongst the lowest in Europe at 4.7%. Nearly 200,000 more people are in work since April, and not only has this support protected jobs and livelihoods, it's also helped to protect our NHS. By enabling so many people to remain safely in their homes, this support has reduced infections, reduced hospitalisations and has saved lives. Of course, here on Anglesey, we were in desperate need of new jobs and training opportunities long before the pandemic struck. And one of the keys to creating new jobs across the island is an Anglesey Freeport. And on Wednesday in Parliament, I asked the Chief Financial Officer to the Treasury, Stephen Barclay, what discussions he has had with the Welsh Government about the creation of at least one new Freeport here in Wales. The Minister replied, "The Government wants to ensure that the whole of the UK can benefit from Freeports, and that's why there's a commitment to establishing at least one Freeport in Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland as soon as possible. As in England, a Welsh Freeport will be chosen according to a fair, open and transparent allocation process. And I'll continue to be relentless in doing all that I can to ensure that the vast economic opportunities for our island of the Anglesey Freeport are realised. Another way in which the UK government is striving to level up the economy and to create jobs is by investing in communities through the Community Renewal Fund. And this week, I met with Christian Branch and Trevor Jones from Anglesey County Council. Christian is the council's head of service, regulation and economic development, and Trevor is the programme manager. We discussed the 6 project bids that our island submitted today to this fund, and I also met with the Minister for Regional Growth, Luke Hall, and highlighted how our island has embraced this fund with 21 applications, and how it's been an absolute pleasure to work with the hard-working council team. So much work has been invested into these bids, and I'd like to personally thank the team who've worked so hard to put them together. I'd like to thank Jenny, Trevor and Christian, and I'm looking forward to lobbying ministers on behalf of our island to ensure that businesses and organisations across Anglesey are at the forefront of the UK's levelling up agenda. This week I also met with a team from the Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy, BEIS, to discuss the nuclear thermohydraulic testing facility. The only other similar facilities in the world are in Italy and in the USA, and this exciting and unique project puts Anglesey on the global stage. It also represents a further £50 million in investment from the UK and Welsh Government and will create around 30 high-quality jobs. As we come out of the pandemic, there is much to be optimistic about for the future of our beautiful island, and I continue to work hard locally, nationally, and indeed internationally to bring funding, investment and opportunity to the people of Anglesey. Pen wythnos da, I chi.